Imagine the power that every individual would walk around with if they really truly knew within themselves that they chose. Two individuals meet by crashing cars into each other. One rear ends the other. Right now, you get one gets out of the car, especially the one in the front, irate at being hit from the rear. The other in the rear gets out apologetic and says, "Oh, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please, please, please forgive me." The other one says, "I'm not going to forgive you. I'm going to charge you. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to sue you until there's nothing left." Now, two individuals, knowing that they are powerful, knowing that they've chosen, same occurrence. The one gets out and he says, I chose to be here, obviously, and participate. The other says, I chose not to be aware, not to pay attention. I chose to hit this person. So, what happens? Well, I choose to acknowledge that I am here and I've hit you and that I can take care of the circumstances. My insurance will pay for it, or my insurance won't, or I will, or whatever. And the other says, I choose to acknowledge that I also placed myself here. And so therefore, I choose to accept. I choose to move on. I choose to appreciate that you gave me an opportunity here to learn, to grow, to expand, to find out something about myself. Thank you. And two individuals walk away, both completely joyful at the fact that they made the choice that brought them into that point.
Wonders, maybe pause a moment while we take a commercial break?
Please.
Thank you.
Now, another Sound Center alert.
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.
These are the words of John F. Kennedy. Sound Center Alert endeavors to maintain the accuracy of prominent information. Click on soundcenteralert.com.
Greetings, and welcome back to the Wonders Hour, where any subject can be explored, any question asked. Now here's your hosts, Rene Gadet and his wife Maggie, who together bring you the wonders.
Thank you, Wonders. We're back.
We thank you, dear Maggie. So do you see the point here?
I sure do. There wouldn't be blame and finger pointing.
No.
There would be taking responsibility for
There wouldn't be
choices.
the conflicts, would there?
Exactly.
There wouldn't be the Israelites going after the Lebanese, saying it's your fault, or the Hezbollah, and the Hezbollah going after the Israelites, saying no, it's your fault, or the Palestinians going after the Israelites and saying it's your fault, and the Israelites saying no, it's not my fault, it's your fault. When it really, they both made a choice, didn't they?
Yes.
If you go back over your history, you'll realize that the Israelites chose, the Jewish people chose that area to habit. The Palestinians chose that area to inhabit. And they chose realizing that this was a land, from historical perspectives, that accommodated more than one population, and would eventually do so again. What are the Israelites and the Palestinians going to do when the individuals that were there before them come and lay claim to their land?
Will that happen?
Probability exists, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can argue that, oh, well, there's none of those left living. They're no longer around, but yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're just not in the same desirous state to say, no, that's mine, no, that's mine, is it?
Yes.
But we digress here. The reason that we explored all of this is to give you an understanding of how powerful individuals you are. And if you are so powerful, what is there to forgive?
Nothing.
So the key for yourselves, dear friends, is to start to accept, first and foremost, if you choose, and this is a big if you choose to accept the premise that we suggested to you, that you are an entity incarnated, an energy consciousness that has chosen to extend itself into a physical being, and that you are a continuance and a constancy far, far beyond that which you see yourself as physical beings to be, if you choose to accept that premise, forget the idea of heaven and hell and all that stuff. Accept this particular premise. If you choose to accept this, then, dear friends, you will realize that the choice to exist and all the choices you've made come from yourself, and then you'll also realize that that energy of choice is expressed in the defining statements, and if you observe the defining statements within yourselves, you'll come to realize that you are a complete, brilliant individual, or individuals, plural, and the resultant is, what is there to forgive? And how can you feel guilty about any choice you've made when you've made it in the complete brilliance of yourself? Oh, you may not have had the mindful, and notice the word mindful, conscious awareness of yourself in that moment to choose, but you did make the choice with everything that you were, including the consciousness that was existing in your mind at that point. So don't judge it. Don't feel guilty about it. You made a choice. You took the last cookie. And you took it in front of your young child who really wanted the last cookie. And now they're making you, through their pout, making you feel guilty. Why? Because you took the last cookie? How could they make you feel guilty? This is a child with a small pout on their face, saying they wanted the cookie, but they didn't choose to take that cookie before you did they?
Right.
And you chose to take that cookie, so why are you feeling guilty?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see?
Yeah.
And you did it brilliantly, by the way. You swiped the cookie before the child could get to it. And the child saw you, and then has a pout.
Yeah.
So now you're going to judge yourself for not giving to your child, when really you wanted to give to yourself first?
Yes.
Remember that you did choose all of this out of joy, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, there you go. How's that for a discussion of guilt?
It's amazing, Wonders.
And forgiveness.
Yeah. That's amazing. It puts it into perspective. It helps me feel like a powerful, brilliant being that chooses.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, if the rest of humankind can listen to this and begin realizing it for themselves, just imagine the power